Hello and welcome to Math 200, Statistics Online here at Cañada College. My name is Lapuz. In this video, we will look at a homework assignment from section 4.4. The problem states that the data in the following table summarizes the results from 153 pedestrian deaths that were caused by accidents. If 3 different deaths are randomly selected without replacement, find the probability that they all involved intoxicated drivers. The first thing we'll do is copy this information into the clipboard so that we can put it onto our Google Sheets for analysis. One of the things that we need to do when we're dealing with tables is to figure out the row totals and the column totals. So I will add up the row totals and I will also add up the column totals. And just to be sure that this data is correct, I will add up the body of the table to make sure that we do get 153 as they claimed. Now we're going to select the number of these accidents that involved intoxicated drivers. We're supposed to select 3 of them, but let's take a look at how this goes. Intoxicated drivers, there are 94 intoxicated drivers in this whole group with a total of 153. If we select one of these accidents, the number of intoxicated drivers would be 94. And the total number we would be looking at is 153. And so that probability that we're looking for, the probability of the first time this happens, should equal to this number, the number total, divided by this number. That should be 0.1643. But we have to consider the second and third times we select. And what we're going to do is we're going to total them up, and the total is using the multiplication rule. And the multiplication rule tells us that we're going to be interested in finding these values the product of the first time it happens times the second time it happens times the third time it happens. Right now it's 0 because we have nothing here, but we're going to fill this up. We're going to fill this up based on the results that we get from the second and third occurrences. Now the second time this happens, because we're doing this without replacement, this is going to be 1 less than what we had before. Likewise, the total is going to be 1 less than we had before. So 93 divided by 152 is 0.6118. Now, since I copied and pasted the formulas, this had an autofill. Let's figure out what happens for the third one. It's going to be this number minus 1 again, so we're going to continue to subtract. and this number minus 1 again. And now we have the total for the third time this happens, provided that the first two had already happened. Our total turns out to be 0.229026. Let's take a look at the problem again and see what format they want. They want us to round off to 6 decimal places. Let's go back to our problem. 229026, and there's a 9, so that probably should be 27. By the way, spreadsheets have this power to decrease the number of decimal places you want to capture your number. So if you want 6 decimal places, I had more. I want to decrease the number of decimal places, then I can capture that. Let's put in that value. Okay, that part looks good. The next question is asking us, is such an event unlikely? So, is this event where we select 3 different deaths and they happen to have come from intoxicated drivers? Is that likely or is that unlikely? They're asking. And they're measuring the likeliness or unlikeliness if your probability is less than or greater than 0.05. Our probability is 0.22, so that's definitely greater than. It's greater than. It's greater than. So the question is this unlikely? Well, if it's less than 0.25, it would be unlikely. But it's not less than 0.25. So I think the answer should be no, it's not unlikely because the probability that we got was greater than 0.05. So I'll select A, check our answer, and we're all good. I hope that helped.